That's the other special score, grit. And now for the chips, basically the white is the same thing as your standard Benny. It's just called a white fate chip. Now your blue fate chip, they do the same thing as a regular Benny, but you could also do it something else. Do something else with it. If you have, say, if you roll a 1 on any of your checks, then you can add the red chip in there at a 1d6 and add that on to the 1 to negate the 1. So, Tama, for you, or Dr. Folly, that would be totally good for you two, seeing that you have...
My gizmo doesn't
yeah, exactly. So that would actually give you another d6 to add in there. Now, if you do use a red fate chip, then that means the marshal, myself, I get to add another random chip into my pool as well. All right. Now the red chips. I'm sorry. That's the red chips. All right, the red chips. Okay. The blue chips do the same thing, but the marshal does not get a chip. So the red if you use a red chip, marshal gets another chip. If you use a blue chip, marshal gets screwed on the deal and doesn't get a chip. But the blue chip does the same thing as the red. And the blue and the red do the same thing as a normal Benny as a white. So you can soak, damage, you can use anything you want. Burn the whites first, then blues and reds last if reds when you can. So that's pretty much the fate chips.
Thank you very much, Dave.
No problem. All right.
So what time of day is it, by the way, Dave?
It's nighttime.
It is, yeah. The sun has just gone down. It is now nighttime. And, of course, now that it is nighttime here in Fantasy Grounds, you can see that the color is dimming down a little bit darker. And you guys are on the trail.
What magic is this?
It is. It's the magic
oh my God,
of Fantasy Grounds. I like it. So what
about the month? I mean, what kind of temperature are we talking about? Is it like a July, or is this kind of like a January in Arizona? What are we looking for?
It's like a June. It's in the summer. Very hot, very humid it's very dry during the day, but at night it's very cool.
Very nice crispy butters.
Yep. No. Oh my goodness.
And I put on my vest.
So my knowledge of tracking and survival and everything, and being being so long alive as I have been, what kind of creatures, ghost rock type creatures, do I know exist? Is there some kind of role I need to do? I just want to know: is it safe for us to travel at night, or should we be doing something special?
Sure. You can give me a knowledge if you have some kind of knowledge critters.
I have a knowledge occult, so that's not so much critters. So, do I do unskilled?
Give me an unskilled check, sure.
Oh, I exploded that bitch!
Did Pappy say anything else about
You didn't get a raise though, but you hit the target. Now, if you didn't have the modifier in there for unskilled, then yeah, you'd have been better off. You know that there are giant bats that love to drink the blood from people. Oh. You know that there are mummies walking the desert, escaping their tombs. You know that there are lots of they call them the Harrowed, which is undead.
And are these nighttime creatures or these daytime creatures?
They're night, they're day, but more so at night, especially for the Harrowed. Harrowed are basically undead. Now, there's also a lot of other types of ghost rock infected animals. These monsters that spawn off of the effects of being close to ghost rock. Your wolves, your bears, your lynxes. There's even giant turtles, giant snakes. I mean, there's badgers, nasty honey badgers out there that are about 5 times the size of a normal honey badger. So there's a lot of critters out there. Then you got to worry about the natives. Then you got to worry about other bandits, and you have to worry about the French, because the French love to come across the
I always
border.
worry about the French, just FYI.
This is a constant concern.
Yeah.
So I go ahead and kick my hat up before and I tell everybody, hey y'all, before I take my nightly siesta, I just need to tell y'all, you need to be careful for them there harrowed. Is it harrowed, like a Japanese harrowed?
Yeah, harrowed.
Harold, nice to meet you.
Y'all have to be careful about them harrowed, and you be sure to wake me if you hear any strange howlings, because I ain't gonna wake until you done check me to wake me.
Well, Pappy, you're gonna be driving. You're gonna be driving throughout the night anyway.
What the hell? I can't drive. I ain't no driver. I'm a prospector. We don't drive no wagons. We pan for gold, damn it.
Pappy, you
Pappy,
told white woman you would drive.
Oh, all right. Hell, I'll try to drive this here newfangled wagon. In my day, we didn't use wagons. We rode on horses, and we didn't have horses. We walked, and we liked it.
Rather than viewing Pappy in respect, I'm starting to get the feeling he's like some of the elder people in my tribe that have dementia and stuff like that.
No worries, Pappy. We can get this set. Tama White something. I'm so
No.
sorry, Mr. Tama. I keep forgetting her name.
That is fine, white lady.
White lady? Okay, Tama White lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. Then we could get you to check and make sure that we're safe from any of the horrors that are in the night.
Yeah, I hate
Very
them
well.
whores.
Like not finding any boogies.
So, oh my goodness.
What's that? What did you say? What?
So
He said boogies.
you travel through you travel through the night, and just before the sun comes up, about 5 o'clock in the morning, you can start to see the sun starting to a very uneventful night. All right, you stop a couple times to basically water the horses, and you're probably within a couple miles of the border to Mexico. And it's now daylight, and you're in a sort of like a ravine, pretty nice area to where you can get a pretty good look. There's a couple central high points to where you can see off into the distance, see into the horizon. To where you'd be able to see any kind of dust clouds, because that's how they track. Okay.
I'll get a vantage point.
Did you say we're in a ravine, or
You're sort of you're sort of like in a
Like a gulch or something.
Yeah, in a gulch. It's sort of like a very, very shallow canyon.
I'm going to try and get to some high ground and take a look ahead.
Okay. It doesn't take you. It doesn't take too much of a skill to get up there. There's a couple parts that kind of slide a little bit, but let's see, what is your climbing?
I've already rolled it.
Yeah, you're fine. You skedaddle right up to the side, and you can see off into the distance several small little Mexican villages, because you can see exactly. You can see they could even be Native American. You just have no clue. You've never been south.
I've never been this far south.
You've never been. Frodo, if we take one more step, this will be the farthest that I've ever been away from the Shire.
I'll be your Samwise. I'll be your Samwise Gamgee, and I'll carry you. I'll carry you, Frodo. I'll carry you.
I just see these villages and I get back down.
Yeah. So give me a notice check.
Income.
Yeah. You're looking around. You just see a couple. Yeah. You see a couple. What appears to be villages, or no. There's really no cities. The closest town is going to be Canania or Canania. You don't want to go there though. That's pretty much where the French are kind of hanging out. They've got a base of operation there. So that's pretty much why you're having to travel at night. So now, however, during the day.
I remember the white men discussing the route, taking the straight route south. I don't know much about reading maps. Who has the map? Pete, I
I
you
believe
have the
there,
map.
Pete.
Looking for the map engine.
I clutch my
Oh my
tomahawk,
gosh.
looking at him somewhat impatiently.
Did you just
Hey.
defecate?
I handed the Pappy, hand the engine the map.
Pappy, you look at map. I
Yeah,
know
I'll
nothing about the
unfold the
white
map
man's
and-
symbols and stuff.
Yeah, I'll unfold the map and kind of tilt around, look up at the sun coming up, and look back down at the map, and I'm like, all right, it says here, if we keep heading the way
I
that
can't
we're
believe they
heading,
haven't looked at the
we'll
wagon
probably
yet, the
come to
contents of the
ruins,
wagon.
I believe, except I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't know what the hell we've seen. What did you see up there in that? From that
I saw
rock?
some settlements. I don't know if the are the peoples we are supposed to bring aid to, or some other tribes. But it looks
we
like
might- we
small
might be-
settlements ahead.
We might be coming up on Canarnara. We're supposed to be going there to the ruins just right outside of Barachi. So, did you
Barachi.
see any ruins? Or did you
That's
just see
where we're
people?
meeting this Miguel character, right?
Yeah, he's quite the character, that Miguel. I
Oh,
can
you
tell
know
you
him,
stories about a guy I knew
okay.
named Miguel, but I'll hold it for later.
Right.
Traveling stories.
It's best to hold it. Yes, Pappy.
I can't
So-
connect to the game. I don't know if that's just me or what.
So we keep going the way we're going, then, Pappy. We're doing fine.
Yeah, we keep heading this way, past Canara, and we go into the ruins. But it's going to be a few days. Maybe we should stop at the town and get some water for the horses. Maybe
Yes.
get some couple drinks for myself, and see what
Okay.
they have to offer.
All
Unless
right,
you guys
Pappy.
have something else to do.
Pappy, we all have the same thing to do, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
We have to deliver the aid to the people in need.
Yeah, pretty much where I put the X was. That's pretty much where you ended up the first day of travel. You're still, from
No, I
what it
don't
looks
even
like
see
on
the
the.
X. Okay.
I don't see an X either.
Okay, you can't. Let's see. Maybe I have to.
Maybe hit the exit drawing mode first.
Does
Did
it
you see
show
the
up?
finger rule there and then erased?
No, I did not. No,
Does
Oh, I
my
saw
X
that,
show
yeah.
today?
I saw
I
that.
just drew
Yeah,
that X.
yeah.
I
did
guess he's
see
better
that.
than you, Dave.
Yeah, I saw that for sure.
Ooh.
He is.
I'm the best picture drawer. Yeah, I don't see any of
Connect to the
your.
game.
I don't see any drawings. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
close this drawing and then bring it back
Yeah,
out.
I closed the drawing. Where do I get the drawings from, Pat?
You get it from the images folder.
Okay.
You can't connect, Vay?
Oh.
Zoinks.
Yeah, it took me a long time to connect. Okay.
Yeah, and I see nothing on the I see nothing on the map, Dave.
Me either.
Nothing at all, huh?
Yeah,
I can.
I don't see anything.
This, what little I know of white man writing is all print. This cursor looks like some sort of strange script to me. Pappy, what do these words say?
Yeah, so you're right above the line, basically. You're, a couple.
We've not crossed into Mexico yet.
No, you're probably about an hour away. You would have been able to get. The sun just came up too early, so. So you guys are. What do you guys want to do? Yeah, you can travel too. You guys can travel if you want. You'll just have a greater opportunity to running into other bandits. I mean, this is actually a pretty secure, pretty hidden spot. I mean, what do you guys want to do? I mean, you got plenty of supplies on the wagon, plenty of food. I don't know. What are you guys doing?
What do the horses look like, Dave? I want to make sure. that
Horses
they're-
are fine. You've got 4 barrels of water,
I
4
mean,
large
it's
barrels
morning
of water.
time now, right?
Yeah, it's morning. Yeah, sun's up. Yeah.
I think we need to make ourselves some beans and then continue with our travel to get these here guns
But
to the
Pappy,
Mexicans.
Mr. Rogers suggested we travel by night because the foreigners are abundant in this area. We want to avoid drawing their attention. I don't know much about this. Pappy. I
yes.
defer.
Yes, of course. We're traveling at night only.
Okay. Maybe we should find some sheltered spot and camp then.
Somewhere out in the heat? Anything like that? Maybe a cave?
Okay, I will look around.
There's a
good.
village. there's a village there to the south. It's better than the cave because they got whiskey.
Okay.
Didn't he say we need to stay away from Canadian?
Well, it's not
It's not Canadian. It's just smaller there.
Yeah, we're a long ways
okay.
from there still.
We got the map. Pete's there carrying that map, but nobody thought to bring a damn
Honorable
crayon.
Doctor, I spotted several small settlements. They are not large at all. They were probably just small tribes. I do not know them.
We
yes.
might want to send out a one of them their recons to check things out before we bring ourselves right to it.
I've never heard this one. What is a recon?
We didn't bring any recons with us, Pappy. We'll just have to wait.
Recons. Oh, it's some sort of device. Okay.
A recon would be when Pete gets on his horse and rides down to the village to take a look around, and then rides back and then says, "Hey y'all, everything looks great. Come on down."
All right.
Oh, yes, Pete has the recons. I do that.
Yes. Okay.
You guys have to keep me updated on these things.
All right,
I'm sorry, Doctor.
You could take one of them fresh horses from the back. Here's one. I call this horse Charlie because he reminds me of, I don't know. I don't know why I call him Charlie.
I kind of
You
agree
go
with
ahead.
that name. Unbeknownst to everybody, I've already named all the horses with traditional Indian names. I talk to them when nobody else is paying attention.
Like Kicking Bird and Swift Feather and shit like that.
Exactly. Well, I named them based on their characteristics.
He means penis size.
Right.
So do you guys want to take a look at what's in this wagon? Anybody interested to see what's in this wagon?
They've
trust
already
Mr.
I already looked
Rogers.
through that wagon. Wilbur showed me around.
Yeah, I
know
didn't
that
see
it's,
it. I didn't look.
I went ahead and this is a long trip. I would have probably during one of my long stories. I would have probably. Yeah, I was telling everybody. I remember one time I saw this much weapons and guns, but it was during the war between the states, and we were running some guns and just trailing off on a story somewhere.
I saw Pappy last night in the wagon with like his head in the wagon, half his body, and his legs hanging out the back, hanging in the air, looking in there, digging.
Yeah, there's
Is everything fine in the wagon, Pappy?
there's 100 Winchester 73 rifles. There's 144 Army revolvers.
I do believe you mean 95.
There is a disassembled Gatling gun with 5,000 rounds of Gatling ammunition, 5,000 rounds of pistol ammunition, 5,000 rounds of rifle ammunition. Oh, and 5 cases of dynamite at 26 per case. And then you have your 50 wool blankets, enough food and water for a while. Disassembled Gatling gun. Yeah, there's a lot of firepower in here.
Can I see the bottom of the boxes?
Sure.
These crates?
Yeah. What if you?
Because if I cannot, I'm going to search all the way to the bottom. It's my curious hindrance.
Sure. Well, yeah,
Out.
you can because the rifles are kind of stacked on racks inside, and you can see down to the bottom because it's basically hay on the bottom of you kind of move the hay, and then it's just the wooden box that all of these guns are stored in.
Well, Pappy, the plaid said Pete on the recon to do the recon or whatever that is. He has them, according to the doctor.
Yeah, we probably don't want to send no engine down there, and we probably don't want to send some women. That just leaves me.
No, we must keep the women safe, Pappy.
Yeah, I got a back problem right now.
While they're discussing this, Kit's already heading off. She's conveniently stealthed herself, or at least already, kind of climbing.
Oh hell! I
Climbing
think
to
Kit
see what
done
she
took
can
the
find
horse
out.
and's riding towards town.
Oh, Kit is missing? Okay, I'm looking around. Miss Kit! And I'm just saying out loud, did you get
She's
to
paying no
inventory of
mind
these
to her
items?
at all. No, and this is her curious flaw coming into play. She's like, I gotta go check out what's in these towns and in these little villages. She's gonna get a better look at things.
So I love
Doctor,
that.
don't
Did
worry,
you get?
I will chase after her. And I run after.
Oh,
I love
okay.
that you. I love that she said, "Did you get an inventory of these items?" That just cracks me up. I'm sorry. That's just hilarious.
I'm sure she got it. She's very competent.
Yeah.
The items in here look like they are worth a lot more than what they're paying for us to transport them.
They're paying you
They
$1,000. Yeah, they're paying you $1,000. They're paying you a hefty chunk of change. That's for sure.
For the time, yeah.
And Dr. Foley, just FYI,
$1,000 for 7 days. That's like crazy money.
That's crazy money. That would take me weeks in the mine to make $1,000 unless I had my secret spot. Yeah, I could make $1,000 in an hour.
Oh God.
Pappy, you couldn't make $1,000 in 100 years panning people's water out of their cups.
All right, so Kit Caboodle, you left the camp, huh?
Yeah, she's just kind of going up the side, really wanting to see what it was that Tama saw, and kind of being impatient with the group a little bit, not wanting to wait.
Well, you can see that there's a couple small plumes of smoke. Not like it's like a factory from the north or something churning out steam, but you can see that there's several. Well, it's off into the distance. You're not, and I'm going to be honest. You just really can't tell with everything, all the other terrain. But you can tell that there's several locations out there too, to be exact. You do notice that there are some you don't know what they are, but you can also give me a notice check also.
Yeah, tell me you may have gone to go check first. She's probably getting a survey of the area
I have
to
ran
impress
after
me.
her already. I see I had swimming twice in my fucking skills list. I'm trying to fix that. I'm supposed to be stealth. Do I just rename it or what? I need to drag it from the other
Nice.
thing.
Holy shit. You just like double exploded that.
Damn right.
Yeah, your notice check was so good you actually landed in a cactus bush. So no. No. Actually off to the south, you can see there's what appears to be a large cloud of, I want to say, dust / smoke. You're not too sure, but you can tell that it's moving because you can see that it kind of started off over here, more on the right hand side of you, and then it seems like it's kind of getting a little bit larger, but also moving to the left. So you're thinking it's probably, not that you have a ton of experience travel out into the open west, but you think it could be either a dust storm, or you think it's probably a dust storm, or maybe a couple horses.
Okay, so she kind of looks back and sees if Toma has managed to follow her.
Need to make like a survival check to track her or something?
Yes, I do.
She got that far away from me?
Yeah, she didn't get too far away from you. You're pretty good in this type of terrain, so yeah.
Nah.
Well, I was going to give you a +2 modifier.
Okay, yeah, I made it with that.
So
then.
yeah, you were able to pretty much keep an eye on her. So you're kind of lurking behind, a couple of the bushes, bushwhacking away.
Yeah, she's no telling what I'm doing. I'm watching
she's
her
kind of oblivious, and she keeps looking over towards the right, and kind of looking towards the right to the left, and so you can confront her if you want, Tama, or what.
I'm just gonna watch her silently through the bushes for now.
All right.
Do I need to make a stealth check or something?
Sure. Yeah, I do want you to give me a stealth check, and Kit, I want you to give me a.
Oh God.
I want you to give me a notice check.
Crap.
Well, you're just kind of
both suck.
traveling away. So, All right, so Tama and Kit. What about pissed off Pete? Is Pete pissed off right now? What's going on, Pete?
Pete's always pissed off. Pete's just standing there chewing his tobacco, listening to Pappy stories.
Pappy, you got a story for the and Doctor. What are you doing as well? Before I'm fixing to ask Pappy for a story. So
I'm still standing around, just kind of looking at the horizon, looking for my assistant.
your assistant
No-
is
Yeah,
nowhere to
knowing
be
that she's
found.
out doing survey work to impress the doctor, no doubt.
Yeah, Tama's gone as well. So, but you did kind of
Yeah, I
see
informed the
Tama.
doctor that I was
Yeah,
going after.
you did see Tama kind of jut off into the into the desert. But yeah, Kit is nowhere in sight. But you're taking inventory of all of the items. I mean, there's tons
I'm
of
looking
stuff.
for the documentation where she has taken the inventory because I'm absolutely certain she has taken inventory, and I'm not going to redouble the work.
Yeah, you see absolutely
I'm just
no
looking for notes.
paperwork. You see no notes anywhere, Dr. Foley. None.
That
Pappy,
You
you
know, I
got
might,
you got
I
a
might
story
turn
for
around and
runs?
just-
I love it.
I watch Dr. Foley going through that, and I'm like,
What's up, King?
hey, Doc, if you there know how to assemble one of their Gatling guns, that might come in handy if we come across some giant turtles. I remember one time, me and my friends, we are going in Mexico, and we made it all the way over the border there, and there was maybe 14, 15 giant turtles. Each of these turtles was about the size of a damn house. And my leg was a little sore because I'd done pulled my groin in an earlier competition. And anyway, everybody was running out of the turtles' way but me. And I'm
fucking
going, hey,
competition.
y'all, wait for Pappy. But these turtles were catching up on me all slow-like, and it was absolutely horrible. But then it all worked out because they fell in a ravine and flipped on their backs, and we just ate turtles for like 4 days after that. It was a happy story.
What were we talking about?
You know, I don't rightly recall.
Pappy, what was that competition from you pulling your groin?
It was a groin pulling competition, and I done one.
What's up,
Of course I
Sly?
can assemble this Gatling gun. I could probably do it with my eyes closed.
Well, yeah, I would recommend that your eyes would be open during the assembly, but keep that in mind because I believe that if we come across something, that Gatling gun's going to come in a lot of handiness. It's going to be really quite the excellent weapon.
I'm certain that we probably won't need this though.
I nudged Pappy and I go, Pappy, you really want her touching that Gatling gun with her picking her nose all night? She's gonna make the trigger stick.
Give me a notice check,
wasn't
Dr.
just
Foley.
Me thinking,
Give me a
quite the
notice
nose
check.
picker.
All right. Who, me?
Yeah, you give me a notice check
Okay.
at -2.
Yeah, I'm hoping we don't need the Gatling gun because I don't know how to assemble one, of course.
Yeah, give me a -2 on that because you got both Pappy and Runs yapping between
Can I-
one another, and plus you're kind of into your work anyway. And
Can you roll for me?
oh, absolutely, yeah, sure.
Because
How
I
do you
still
do
can't
that?
get
Oh,
in
I'm
the
sorry.
game.
How do you do a minus, by the way?
I put
-2
a
from sticky boogies on your finger.
yep. I will do a -2 roll for you. I'll do a notice check. I see you have a D6. Very nice. Wow, very nice. You actually got a raise. You actually had a raise. You basically heard Runs tell you that you're a burger eater. That was with a raise. Yeah, you actually heard that. You're kind of taken back by that a little bit. You're like, is he talking to me? Really?
I stuttered just for a moment. visibly shaken for just a second, but I realized that he must have been talking about some other folly that he knows.
He could have been talking about Kit Caboodle, you know what I mean? Kit and Caboodle.
Right. There's no way he could be talking about me.
It must be some other Dr. Folly. I love that.
Couldn't be her. No way.
Oh, Willie, by the way, we're getting the static from your mic on this point. Yeah, wiggle some chords.
Make it wiggle it. Just wiggle it, just a
Wiggle it,
little
Willie.
bit.
Yeah,
It is, yeah.
Well, Dave, I'm going to take a look at where they took off to and see if I can see anything. I do have tracking skill, but I just want to kind of look out over the horizon and see if I can see anybody. I have my specs on, so it should be all right from a vision perspective.
What is a negative? What is that? A notice -4, something like that, because of your hindrances and stuff.
I don't have a notice at all, so.
Oh yeah, so you're going to be
just unskilled.
Unskilled, and hold on, let me give you another -2 on top of that too.
All right, so unskilled -4 is going to put me into the negative, so I'll be looking a total different way. Where the hell they go?
Well,
Yeah, you didn't see anything. So my modifier is not good. You'll have to add in the modifier yourself into the star, the sheriff star down in the very bottom. You'll have to add that in there. I thought it was universal for the next roll, but it's not. So yeah, give it another try. You know, do that. Put -2 in the adjusting sheriff star down there, lower left-hand corner,
So
and
I
then
don't know
try
how to
another
really
roll.
do that. I'm clicking that sheriff
Just click
star,
it.
but
Yeah, just click it and put in -2. That should work. Just click on it and do -2.
I got it. Sorry.
Yep, no problem. And then whenever you roll, it'll automatically take it out of there. Whenever you do your untrained, it'll do -2, -2.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, there you go, -4. So, and then it should have adjusted back to 0, right?
It did. Got it.
All right, cool. And also, guys, gals, that little plus damage thing is in case you get a raise on your attack. But seeing that we're using the combat tracker, it automatically calculates that. So if we are in combat and if you do get a raise against the target that you are attacking, then that plus damage will light up automatically.
All right.
So.
By this time, I've finished my business in the bushes while observing Kit, so I nonchalantly step out.
What is this?
He was bushwhacking, so
That's a character trait.
use your imagination.
Oh, that's your character trait? Wow.
Yeah. No.
I was going to say, what in the hell is a character trait?
I approach Kit. I'm still stealthy, I guess. Miss Kit, what are you doing?
She kind of startles a little bit. She's like, "What the hell are you doing up here?"
Shh.
It's
It's fine. I am here.
I don't need your assistance. Thank you very much. I'm quite
very
skilled.
well. Very well.
So
what are you doing out here?
I'm investigating, seeing
okay.
what's going on, and I suspect that there may be some activity, or at least a dust storm, but it could be horses heading off, and she points in the direction of the horses.
I look towards where she's indicating. Very interesting. Maybe we should tell the good doctor about this.
Say a pretty large group of something traveling, Tama. Definitely not a storm.
Oh, okay.
You can tell it's actually a pretty large group of travelers. Kit just thinks it's like 2 horses or so, but you think it's like a dozen horses.
Oh, I think we should get back to the group, Miss Kit.
All right. She lights up a cigarette and starts idly strolling back to the group.
Yeah, I light up my peace pipe and leisurely stroll back after her. I'm somewhat spent from my activities in the bushes.
This grunting is amazing.
Yeah, this pipe is doubly refreshing. It's the first time I've gotten such things off my chest, so to speak.
Sound like Mr. Rogers, always clearing your throat. But grunting, oh my goodness. All right, so Kit, Caboodle, Tama, you guys get back to the camp. It's
good doctor, have you done that inventory? I expect to see an itemized list.
Oh, very good. So you did get the
I
inventory.
know you
of these
did.
items.
You.
Excellent. Thank you. So, where did you put it? I can't.
No, the question is, where did you put it? You're the one who did the list, dear, not me.
Right. I'm asking you where you put it. Never mind. Carry on. I'm sure you can get it to me sooner or later. I'm
Yes,
sure you're very
later.
busy. Don't worry, though. You're doing a great job.
Doc,
Yes.
Doc,
So are
Doc,
you.
Well, thank you.
Doctor. Good doctor.
Yes.
There,
Tama,
there
lady.
seems to be a large band of people approaching.
They're not coming exactly this way, but they're coming to the
they're heading in
vicinity.
this
Yeah.
general direction, right?
And by this time, the sun is pretty much descending down again, so it's almost time to travel, pretty much. And you'll have another, you'll have another, basically another 2 days worth of travel.
Okay, well, we could probably find a little bit of shade to catch a little bit of wink eye with the sun declining like it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been going at it all night.
A little wink eye on you.
I'm gonna lean up against a shady area and take another draw from my pipe and close my eyes. Dream about white women.
Kit grabs a piece of paper and she writes a bunch of guns on it, and she walks over and she drops it in front of the doctor. There you go, honey.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Miss Kit. This is very descriptive. Probably. Well, you'll do better.
I think Pappy had fallen asleep, so I think I'm supposed to roll like a notice roll -4 to wake up or something crazy like that. But, whatever. I just kind of slept right on the weapons in the back. I kind of made a little bed and sprawled out.
There's a gun that's sticking into my hip.
That's my bad hip, damn it.
That's not a gun, that's a buggy.
Whoa.
It's probably Pistol Pete's fucking pistol there. Goddamn holster that thing, man.
I can't wait to listen just to the audio of this, where I hear Willie doing all night.
Plus, I'm loving the interaction with you. That's awesome.
It is so good.
It's hard because it's kind of throwing me off. I have to play that delusion like I don't hear anything negative.
It is great. So you can start to hear a couple coyotes starting to howl at night, and I wish I had a coyote howl, but I
what's
don't
so
have
funny
one.
is that you have that your delusion, and Kit has the stubborn thing. So
Oh my god, it's going to be a great mix.
So basically, you're just two regular women.
Exactly. Mhm.
Oh god.
White women often argue, Pappy, I have observed.
nice music.
Yeah,
Makes me want to eat some beans.
I know. Makes me want to cook a London broil or something. All right, so the sun is now gone down. The earth is starting to cool. Pappy, you finally get up after, Jesus, all four of your other companions trying to wake you up. Finally, you were able to
I
wake
think
up.
Pappy has passed on. We should prepare the rites.
I ain't dead yet, damn it.
Ah, he lives.
Tom almost thought
Welcome
you were
back
dead.
to this side of the plains, Pappy.
Oh, I see that Kit is back. What all did you see during our reconnoiter?
I'll let Tama discuss it. He seems to have a much better grasp of the details.
Send me to the engine, because he's got a better
you
control
flatter
of the
me,
English
Miss Kit.
language.
You flatter me. Pappy, we saw several
Not yet,
people
Wes.
traveling
I'm actually
with
working
things,
on that
but
list now.
They didn't.
It's
come
going to
through
work
with
differently than
What
the
kind of
D20
people? What they
games.
look like? Are they
I
after
don't.
us?
Because
I
the
don't
plus
know,
one
Pappy.
bonus
I
is
can't
too
see
much
that
in this
far.
game.
I have not eyes of
Seeing
evil.
that DC4
Oh,
is,
hell, I needed
is
to
not a
go
lot to
with
begin
y'all
with.
next time. I'll do some tracking. We'll figure something out there. All right, so I say we hightail it past those people and head to the ruins before they done take our stuff.